siguro second and last question ko para din sa inyo, Keann and Adrian. Ano yung thoughts ninyo on the emergence of BL stories dito sa Philippines? Movie man, online series, etc. Na parang it opened more doors para mas maintindihan ng lipunan that same-sex relationships should be accepted. It's normal to fall in love with same-sex or, sa LGBT community. Siguro ikaw, Adrian, bilang kapatid.
Correct. Thank you for that question, Vaughn. Sobra akong excited ulit kasi it's been a long time coming. Matagal na nating hinihintay na makita yung mga sarili natin sa pelikula, sa TV, na nai-in love. Matagal naman ng present ang mga LGBT sa pelikula at sa TV, pero parang hindi sila nabibigyan ng rom-com, ng kilig story. And hinanap ko yun kasi mahilig ako. Tayong mga Pilipino, mahilig tayo manood ng mga kilig eh. 'Di ba? Laking star cinema tayong lahat. And inaabangan talaga natin yan sa sinehan. Yung mga kilig stories na yan. And nasasad ako growing up na hindi ko napapanood yung sarili ko na kinikilig. And ngayon kinikilabutan ako tuwing may mga nagko-comment and nagbe-message ng mga fans na finally nakikita na nila yung sarili nila sa pelikula, sa TV, na pwede din silang magka-love story. Kasi sa totoo lang, hindi pa rin naman ako nakaka-experience ng serious na relationship. Pero parang dito, through Dominic, na-experience ko yung ganong klaseng pagmamahalan. So maraming salamat po, Direk Dolly, kasi binigyan niyo ako ng pagkakataon na gumanap bilang Dominic. And parang binibigyan ko ng hope yung 10-year-old self ko na ni Adrian na pwede ka ring ma-in love, girl. Ano ka ba? Maghintay ka lang, mangyayari din yan. And siguro, mabibigyan ng tapang and hope yung mga bata ngayon na mapapanood to na pwede rin yan mangyari sa akin. Na deserve ko rin na mahalin ako ng ganyan. So, yeah.
Wow. How about you, Keann?
Deserve talaga. Deserve natin.
Correct. Ikaw, Keann, from a perspective ng isang straight guy, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think everyone knows naman I'm also a proud ally of the LGBTQIA community. So para sa akin, my perspective, I think it's something that everyone, not even just everyone in society, but of course the community has been waiting for. It's basically like parang a sigh of relief na parang finally our story gets to be told. And I think para sa akin, it's a huge step forward for the LGBTQ plus community because of course, it shows how evolved society is in accepting the community. Before, of course, as history knows, parang there have been so many complications, ganun. Now it's to the point na even the MMFF has accepted the LGBTQIA community to the point na yun nga, they allowed our movie to be part of the top 10 official entries. So of course, that's a huge step forward for us. It's a proud moment for us. And for me, as a proud ally, my perspective, my just observing all of this, nakaka-proud din. And seeing so many people around me who are also part of the community saying thank you for being a representative, ganun. Nakaka-proud din para sa akin hearing na I really made a mark sa community because of course I was brave enough to tell their story. At the same time, how I was brave enough to say or be part of this whole movie, ganun. It's just, until now, it's still all very overwhelming. But at the same time, I'm very, very proud.
Wow, thank you so much. And congratulations sa buong team, sa buong production. Excited kami para sa sequel na ito. Thank you so much. Thank you, MJ. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Vaughn. Justin, who's next?
Yan, we have Mr. Ruel Manipon of the Daily Tribune. Sir?
Hi. Hi, good afternoon, and congratulations for all the production staff for the series. My first question is for Dolly or anyone from the staff. Why did you choose to make a series as a sequel and not another movie? And how was the experience different in making it?
Actually, it was Dreamscape who wanted a series for this to happen. Parang yun yung kasi after the movie, parang we already nag-message na yung Dreamscape sa amin that they wanted to continue this the movie to continue. Tapos parang Yun, mas gusto nila kasi talaga yung series. I think kasi sa panahon ngayon parang mas okay din gumawa ng series compared sa movie. So that was yun yung isa sa mga main reasons. And parang gusto rin kasi nila na kasi if we do it into a movie, medyo gusto kasi nila mas makilala pa yung mga characters. So pag sa series kasi 'di ba parang mas makikilala mo sila kasi mas mahaba siya, episodic siya. So yun yung naging goal nila. And they wanted people to relate more to kung sino ba talaga si Dominic at sino ba si Luke. So yun yung reason kung bakit siya ginawang series compared to a movie.
Yes. My second question is, what are the social issues, specifically LGBT issues, tackled in the series that are not tackled in the previous movie?
Actually, yung po, siguro yung, syempre, again, yung topic of sexuality, yung topic of, kasi sa movie, dinaanan siya eh. Pero dito sa movie, mas in-expound namin yung mga nadaanang issues before. Like example, yun nga, yung issue ng sexuality when it comes to sa isang all-boys Catholic school. And then also, paano yung usapin ng sexualidad sa pagdating naman sa pamilya, sa 'di ba, sa character ni Dominic at sa character ni Luke. So, at saka ano yung magiging stand ng family, at saka ano rin yung magiging stand ng eskwelahan mismo doon sa iyon. So, basically yun po yung mga pinag-uusapan pa rin at pag-uusapan nung series na yun. At saka, yun nga po, like nasabi ko po kanina, kahit na lumawak po yung mga issues na tinatackle, this is still at its core a love story between Dominic and Luke. So, babalik din po talaga sa mga personal conflicts nila at sa mga decision po nila sa buhay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Roel. Justin, who's next?
Our next set of questions will come from Miguel Dumawal of ABS-CBN News.
Hi, everyone. Congrats to the entire team on the series, and we're looking forward to it. First, my question will be for the boys, Romnick, Vaughn, Keann, and Victor. In the movie, they talk about toxic masculinity.
Oy, Miguel, hindi ako boy.
Sabi dun sa mga first episode, hindi ka easy girl eh. So, but yeah, there. Yeah. To the four I mentioned, dun sa may first episode, there's a scene na palaging kinakansyawan si Luke ng mga classmates. And even in the film, palaging may ganung mga scenes to the point na nakipagbugbugkan nga si Luke. What experiences have you had na you might be guilty of that behavior? And paano nyo na natutunan na hindi siya tama? Toxic masculinity.
I suppose mauna na ako dahil ako yung pinakamatanda sa mga boys na binanggit mo.
Sige, sir.
I personally, like, upon myself, I've never gone through that because I've always been very quiet growing up. I've always been soft-spoken. I've had friends who would call out some of our other classmates. And, I have this thing where I like to observe people. And I've observed my friends who did the calling and my classmates who were being called out. And I realized it hurts them. It hurts them. It offends them. And they feel alone and they feel scared. And being a small guy like myself, I wasn't very big when I was young. Parang sabi ko lang, I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to be that way. And I don't want to be the reason why he feels like that. So I try to make friends. Dumating dun sa point na even in my own family, I was asked by one of my uncles if I was a member. And I got offended. Not because I wasn't or I was. It was because parang, whoa, it's the way you use your words, it's the way you talk, and it's the way your voice sounds that is offensive. Na parang there is something ultimately vile and wrong with this kind of personality, and I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to be like that. And so I told myself, I just won't do it. Especially, I have to admit, I did not agree with it when I was young, pero it wasn't reason enough for me to bully anyone. And I'm just happy that I never had to do it. Not to say that I'm a better person, just to say na, I guess even at an early stage, I was a little bit more sensitive as to how people would feel. And I wanted people to feel the way I'd want to feel, you know, like you're always safe, you're always welcome to share your opinion, you're always a part of a bigger group. And so personally, I never practiced any of it. Growing up, in my, it was late. I have to say, I became an ally pretty late. Siguro mid-20s now when I started saying things like, Tol, stop. Alam mo yun, tigilan mo. It doesn't make you a better person, doesn't make you a stronger man, doesn't make you anything. It just makes you a... Sorry, di ba? Yung, wala eh. Hindi mo pwedeng gawin yun and you're not supposed to do it. If you don't agree, then don't agree, but don't put people down. Ganun lang. And when I became a parent, it was even more apparent that you have to stand up, especially for young ones. Not necessarily your own children, but sometimes you see young kids being bullied into and being called names, and it just shouldn't happen. So you know, I think it's part of how you're raised, how you grow up, and the kind of environment you're in. But really, it's not necessary at all. Toxic masculinity, that is.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Ako naman, actually, I 100% agree with Sir Romnick. Coming from the youth perspective, me personally, when it comes to toxic masculinity, whenever I've met people who are toxic when it comes to someone's masculinity, I tend to really cut them out of my life because, of course, you don't really want that type of toxicity to be part of your life. As much as possible, you want the people who surround you to be positive, to always be supportive and whatnot. So the fact na, but personally, then my personal experience, I haven't really met anyone who has shown me that type of negativity when it comes to toxic masculinity. Because of course, people know who I am, how I am, and I'll say it upfront. And I'm really comfortable with myself. Although I am straight, pero I'm really comfortable with myself to the point na there will be times I will be soft. There will be times I will be like those, really masculine. But the reason why I'm like this is because it doesn't matter to me. I am who I am. If you cannot accept me, then it's better if you move on with your life without me. So that's just me personally. But in general, I think it's best then we have to try to reduce toxic masculinity as much as possible because, of course, not just for people older than us, but of course ang focus natin is the youth because we don't want to really influence people who are younger than us to be like this, to be negative, to tell them na parang men should always be strong and we never cry and whatnot. Because of that type of negativity is what affects a lot of men nowadays. Na parang we're afraid to express our feelings. We always have to be hard and strong, but deep down inside, it's really hurting us. And all of that is really the major cause of toxic masculinity. So I think it's best to really, it's impossible to completely obliterate it, but it's best to really reduce it as much as possible, especially sa youth. We have to be a good influence, and I think this series shows a good message of that.
Thank you, Keann.
Yeah. Could I go next?
Go ahead, Victor.
Yeah, Miguel. Yes. Exactly what Keann mentioned also. Because back in the days, the gold standard of a man should be like yung maskulado talaga, balbasarado, tapos hindi ka pwede mahina. As soon as makita yan ng mga tao, nako, yan na nagsisimula yung toxic masculinity. But again, it's a new era. We're living in a new time na, hey, it's okay to be soft. We welcome that. It's actually, who wants to be bullied? I hate bullies, If I see a bully, I will bully that bully. I'm that type of person. And, it's respect. It's respect at the end of the day. Tao pa rin yung nasa kabila. And me personally, I remain indifferent kasi. And this industry, the showbiz industry, modeling industry, I've been immersed with, with the whole community, and observing na parang after all, we're all human beings. We share the same values, we share the same beliefs, and it's just sad na may snippets pa rin of what used to be the standard of a male figure, and it's good that we are changing our perspectives about this slowly, but it's actually, yes, a huge step already, and this show is also on that side, na showing that hey, it's okay, and we'll stand up for who you are, for what you believe in, because we're all human beings at the end of the day. We share the same space, we live in the same area, we live in the same planet, so yeah.
Copy. Thank you, Victor.
Ako naman po, Vaughn po. Hello po, Sir Miguel.
Hi, Vaughn.
Growing up po, I've seen a lot. Siguro mga elementary ako, nakita ko maraming mga classmates kong nabubully because may soft side sila. And I've realized na may soft side din pala talaga yung mga lalaki. It's just that yung culture natin as a Filipino, napalaki tayo no, na parang kailangan yung lalaki ganito, kailangan yung lalaki makisig, kailangan yung lalaki hindi malambot. Pero I've realized na we're just human beings, di ba? Marami tayong mga hindi pa na-discover na personality sa sarili natin. Even yung mga guys, unti-unti nilang na-discover na may soft side din pala sila. It's just that marami ngayon yung natatakot din talaga. Tama yung sinabi ni Keann na parang ang daming natatakot na mga guys ngayon na na-express yung soft side nila because yung culture dito sa Pilipinas is parang na-impose sa atin na kailangan yung lalaki ganito, kailangan yung lalaki para makisig lang. And it hurts me. It hurts me kasi, I mean, it's a matter of respect nga, sabi nga ni Sir Victor. Respeto lang tayo kasi may puso din tayo eh. 'Di ba? Marami din tayong mga pagkukulang, marami din tayong imperfections sa buhay natin. It's just that parang kailangan lang din talaga natin i-accept kung ano yung meron sa isa't isa. Tanggapin natin kung ganun sila, tanggapin natin. Huwag tayong maging toxic, huwag tayong maging huwag nating ipalaganap yung stereotype na lalaki ganito, yung babae ganito dapat. Marami tayong mga yung sinasabi na diversity of personalities, kumbaga. Hindi pa natin na-discover, pero sana dumating yung araw na matanggap ng marami na marami tayong iba't ibang personalities na dapat matanggap. At kung sino tayo, yun tayo. Sana matanggap ng marami. Someday, yun nga sinabi ko, someday sana matakal din yun. Yung bakit natatakot yung maraming tao na i-express yung sarili nila because na-impose sila na dapat ganito lang dapat yung personality nila. Ganito dapat yung pagkatao nila. So sana magbigyan boses din yung marami, lalong-lalo na even straight guys, 'di ba? Na wag kayong matakot i-express, wag kayong matakot maglambing sa mga tropa niyo to say I love you. Kasi nararamdaman niyo naman yun eh. Kung nararamdaman niyo, ipakita niyo. Kung nararamdaman niyo, sabihin niyo. 'Di ba? Yun lang po.
Thank you, Vaughn. Grabe, sobrang well-spoken ng mga gents natin dito sa sa series.